For the first time in 27 years, it's race day at North Wilkesboro for the Craftsman Truck Series. Our coverage around 10 on Fox, 1 o'clock Eastern time. Right now it's qualifying from Wilkes County. Setting the lineup for later on today with Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons. I'm Adam Alexander. Perfect way to celebrate the 75th year of NASCAR right here where it all started. And the first truck on the track, Christopher Bell driving the 61, a second truck for Hattori.
That was a perfect way to start this qualifying session because he was sideways coming off turn 2 on his warm-up lap.
2017 champ Christopher Bell. It's cool to see him back in the series, isn't it?
It is. And first vehicle that's run a lap of qualifying here in a long time, isn't it, Adam?
Yes.
NASCAR vehicle.
Did you see those black marks coming off turn 4? Spinning them rear tires.
2028 for Bell.
Good lap. That's 0.3 quicker than any lap that we saw yesterday.
And he is hanging on to that baby.
This is a short track, so you get 2 laps in qualifying, 1 round. Got 39 trucks here, 36 make the field, 3 go home. And if you beat 31, you will lock yourself in to the race later today.
Second lap was a little bit slower, and we were debating on whether you would run 1 lap or 2 laps. And obviously tires are at a premium here. That's why NASCAR has given these teams 6 sets of tires for the race. And I like just running 1 lap, and I think a lot of those crew chiefs are going to watch the fact that Christopher Bell ran slower on his second lap, and that may change their mind a little bit.
Yeah. It's interesting, you know, you got to sort of follow along and see who does what, and if there's a trend, and there are better second laps because track position is so important here. But I'm with you, Phil. Probably going to get it done on that first lap.
Tough practice yesterday for Norm. Got a little bit loose, got into the wall. His guys really did a nice job repairing that truck. Looks from this vantage point, it looks pretty straight.
First truck we saw. We went in the garage this morning. Norm Benning rolling it through the inspection line.
First time he's been on the track since he hit the wall, too. That'll get your attention. We're going to look at what happened yesterday down into turn 1. Just got in there a little hot for some reason. Couldn't hang on to it. If you go downhill into turn 1, remember that. So you're carrying a little extra speed when you get there.
And really, it probably into that corner at well over 100, 110 miles an hour, I would guess. And you saw how quickly that came around and backed in the fence. Second lap was quicker for Norm Benning, 21.923, and that's faster than he ran in practice yesterday.
33 is Josh Rayoum. Top 20 run at Daytona earlier this season, best run of the year.
39 trucks are here. We're hearing that the 38 of Zane Smith will not be able to qualify because he flunked inspection 3 times, pre-qualifying inspections. So that means that 37 trucks will make an attempt. The key number is 31. You have to be in the top 31 in speeds to guarantee yourself a spot in the field. So that's what people like Josh Rayoum, Norm Benning are shooting for, is that top 31.
Kicked it out sideways coming off the corner. Second lap was quicker for the 33. 20.83 for Josh Rayoum.
You're going to say that a lot today, Adam. He kicked it out sideways.
What were we doing on Race Hub a couple of weeks ago? Getting ready to go to Kansas, talking about Reddick. And we were doing that little hip, that right hip, just kicking out a little bit.
And there it is right there off turn 2. Connor Jones' second start of the season.
You see that darker pavement down there in 3 or 4. That's some new asphalt. A lot of grip down there, a lot more grip than anywhere else on this racetrack. 20.618 lap number 2, which was just a tick slower than his fastest lap of 20.609.
Jones is second. Let's go to Josh Sims.
Tough break for Zane Smith in the 38 team. You fail inspection 3 times, so you don't get to qualify. You do pass on the 4th time through, but how does this change things for you now today?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll definitely affect how our first stage goes. I think it'll be really tough to pass today, so just unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I feel like we'll have a good Boot Barn 4. I was happy with our truck yesterday in practice, so hopefully it's safe more than the other guy, and hopefully not go a lap down in that first stage. And it's a long race. Be around then.
Thanks and good luck, Zane.
He's the reigning champ. He's already won twice this year. So as you analyze the day, and we expect there's going to be some cautions, and you talked about all the tires that these teams have to deal with, could open the door for them to get out of balance, play opposite what everyone else does to gain some of that track position.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little more in detail when we get towards the race this afternoon. But a lot of decisions, as you see Parker Kligerman kick out a little bit above the corner.
And look at him. He's wanting to eat down onto that concrete down below the black surface, that concrete. Maybe there's some grip there. We saw him in the long run yesterday in practice using that apron down there in 3 and 4. Be interesting to see how much they use it when we go racing this afternoon.
Opening lap put Kligerman 5th. He's full-time Xfinity. So is Josh Williams. When we were visiting with Zane Smith, Williams took the 22, put it 2nd on the board.
Hadn't raced a truck since 2014, Josh Williams, and he's back and has a fast truck. That's cool to see.
A little pickup for Kligerman. Lap number 2 puts him up to 4th, 2081.
That was not as good as I would have thought Parker would have run. I'm sure he's going to be a little disappointed with that lap.
Hit that line with your left front.
On board with Chris Hacker. This onboard camera tells the story, doesn't it?
Watch as he goes down into turn 1, how close he gets to that inside wall, Adam. And when he gets there, remember, he's all by himself. How are they going to race down it? Watch this. Just jumps right out at you. Ah! Oh. That's a great view.
Feathering that throttle, too. Not able to get the throttle down. And this is as good as it gets. These are brand spanking new tires on these trucks. A little more grip down there. That dark part of the racetrack has some more grip. You can at least get your left sides down there on that grip.
2074 lap 1, 2067 lap 2. Doesn't climb the scoring pylon, but that additional speed could help him later in the session. He's 4th of the 7 drivers who have been out, and here comes driver number 7, Kyle Larson, the 2021 Cup champ, making his first Truck Series start of 2023.
He said he really liked his truck. Last night we were chatting and said this is a really good long run truck, very confident in what he has, and that could spell bad news for the competition because we know how good Kyle is anywhere he goes and anything he gets in. Really loose on that qualifying lap though.
That's Christopher Bell we're comparing him to. The pole sitter in the corner really hard. Is able to get back to the throttle, lost just a little bit of ground. It's really close.
A heck of a race.
He gets them.
2027 to a 2028.
That second lap come in 27 P1.
How about 0.02 of a second separating 1 and 2, and it's fitting. It's the 2 dirt sensations. I felt like I was watching the Chili Bowl when the Ghost truck was in.
Spencer Boyd in the 12 truck.
This is one of those guys that really can't rely much on points. Really needs to have a pretty good lap. 20.952 on lap number 1. That's the 2nd slowest that we've seen so far.
Look at that.
This lap's tracking better. Let's see if he can get off turn 4 here.
Just having to work that throttle a little bit more than he would hope. A little bit quicker, but
still going to be 8th of the 9 trucks.
Top of the board, Kyle Larson, 0.02 of a second in front of Christopher Bell. It's qualifying for the trucks at North Wilkesboro. So good to be spending the weekend with NASCAR at North Wilkesboro with Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons. I'm Adam Alexander. He made his lap, pulled the truck back down, helmet is off, hat is on. Kyle Larson feeling good about things. He sits at the top right now.
Adam, you said it, feeling good about, overcooked the entry there into turn 3. Did the 45 truck. Wallace will try to pull it together and get a lap in here, but he slid those front tires.
He ran across that concrete, trying to get a little bit of grip off of turn number 2. I don't think we're going to come anywhere near the track record here. 19.295 is a track record. And of course, that was set 27 years ago.
If Larson is a 2027, I'm going to say there is no way we're going to pick up that much to get down to the track record. Lawless Allen was 8th. He's picked up the pace here.
Well, that first lap was messed up coming to the green, so this is a lot better.
It's going to be a pretty solid lap here, I think.
Tell you what, credit to him for being able to get his arms around it after a tough first lap bounce back. He is now third. Jamie.
Nice job.
And for Ty Majeski, he was second in practice yesterday. We talk about qualifying, the premium that's placed on track position here. How significant is this session for you?
Well, it's big. This track is a challenge, right? With the patches that they laid down, you have to be really precise as a driver. So it's real easy to miss it and give up a lot of time. So I'm excited for the challenge. It's fun as a short track guy coming to a new short track. It's cool to be back here. The vibe is awesome, and hopefully we can give Soda Sense a good run. They're back on the truck this weekend. Finished second at Bristol with them and fourth at Martinsville. So hopefully we can get another good run today.
Time to get that helmet on. Josh?
Well, here with William Byron, one of 5 of the Cup guys in the field for this truck race. I've heard a lot of words thrown around to describe this track. Cheese grater is one of them. Being that you've had so much time out there, how would you describe the North Wilkesboro pavement?
It's pretty wild. You know, it's like driving down a South Carolina highway going to the beach. So it's really, rough, and it's interesting. You got to hit the patches right with your left front tire to get grip. So you're always trying to kind of hook around the bottom just to make sure you keep on that blacker asphalt, so it just keeps the car kind of wrapping around the corner. So we'll see. I think the HendrickCars.com Silverado has been pretty good. So we just got to keep improving. We were a little bit too tight in practice. We were on the splitter too, so I think the fact that we were on the splitter was making it tighter than what we actually were. So hopefully we're a lot better today. That's the goal.
Thanks, William, and good luck.
I hope the South Carolina Department of Transportation is not watching our broadcast today. Chris Wright went 9th. Here's the 04 Johnny Sauter, 2016 Truck Series champion.
Looks like he slid up a little higher there in 1 and 2 than he might wanted, and you can tell reflected in that lap time. But that's why you run 2 laps. You try to tighten things up on that second time around, just like we saw Lawless Allen do with a nice pickup on lap 2.
And it's struggling. These guys are struggling for grip.
The better corner there for Johnny.
He was good in practice yesterday.
You can see the
11th on the board.
You can see the tracker too, within a couple tenths right now of our quick time.
That's a great lap.
Really good. Ends up fell to 5th there right at the end, 20:56.
Yeah, we were talking about first lap or second lap, but we've seen a lot of trucks improve on lap number 2. I think that's going to make my mind up for me, Michael. If I'm going anytime from now on, I'm going to run that second lap.
Heard from William Byron, driving a 51 for Kyle Busch. Here's his teammate Chase Purdy, running full-time in the 4, first year at KBM, and looking for a bounce back. Been a couple of rough weeks for this group.
They've shown a lot of speed, though, and I'm all about that. You got to make sure you're fast if you're driving Kyle's truck, and Chase has shown that he can get the job done, just hasn't put it all together recently.
He was one of the 2 or 3 trucks as he gets sideways that made a mock qualifying run towards the end of practice. Ended up 3rd, ran a good lap, but let's see what he can do here.
I think there would have been a whole lot more, given the importance of qualifying, that made a mock run yesterday, if you could afford to give up that set of tires and scuff him in, and he's in the green. Look at this.
Yeah, very few people wanted to take that.
Oh, he missed the turn.
Missed it completely.
He was flirting with it.
Yeah, just abort this lap. There's no sense even getting back in the throttle. He was going for it. There's no question about it. Still a pretty good lap, though, 4th quickest for Chase Purdy.
Look how tight it is there from 3rd back to 7th.
Bunch of 50s there, isn't it?
Yeah, just probably less than a foot, would you say, around the racetrack?
Yeah, exactly.
One truck would beat another one when we line them all up.
Well, if that's just feed, I mean, it's got to be a matter of inches that would separate Larson and Bell up front there with, I mean, talking 0.02 of a second. It's incredible how close that is if you were to measure it out.
It just can't be just a handful of inches.
And the thing is, the tracker will show that. That's what's so cool about our tracker. You can the ghost car, you lay it right over there, and you can tell. We can't even look and see the difference.
Yeah, we weren't really sure which one got to the line first.
Brett Holmes in the 32.
He grew up racing at the Talladega short track, the dirt track across the street from from Talladega, and this racetrack probably has a little less grip than that one, wouldn't you think?
Look at that lap time.
Business is picking up, is it not? I mean, we're getting better and better. Third for Holmes on lap 1, 20:42.
Look here, he's in the green.
Big time.
He does it. What a great lap for Brett Holmes, 20.271.
He needs to take a picture of the pylon right now in front of Larson and Bell. Jamie Howe.
Some perspective on how long it's been since NASCAR's race here at North Wilkesboro. Matt Crafton wasn't even racing yet. This is his 531st race weekend. When you started back in 2001, what thought did you ever give to getting to run a truck around here?
I never really thought, because usually when they close them down, they don't reopen them. This old asphalt's awesome. I mean, I would call it a real race car driver. We like to race on a racetrack that has a lot of character in place. You're going to have a lot of tire fall off, and it's going to just not run within a tenth that you'd run on your fast lap. And some of the places that we go to now, and we're seeing probably 2-3 seconds at the end of a run from the beginning of a run. So hopefully this will be a real good one for us, and because all I keep hearing is they're going to repave it, so it'll be a shame if they do.
They certainly made some progress yesterday. Josh?
Here with the Truck Series' most recent winner, Christian Eckes. Now 2 wins on the season. How do you carry that momentum from last week into a completely different track?
Yeah, no, we just need to not do what we did after we won last time and finish 15th or 30th for 5 straight weeks. But just really proud of this team. You know, obviously we did a really good job last week, and I feel like we have a solid truck today. Our Gates Hydraulics Chevrolet, I feel like, I don't know, it's probably 6th to 10th, but we made some good adjustments, and hopefully they pay off and we can get a good starting spot here and race later tonight pretty well.
Thanks, Christian. We missed the mustache you had last week, by the way.
Guys. Throwback only, I guess, huh?
Yes.
Timmy Hill was on track while we were visiting with some of the fellas down there. He's 6th right now of the 15 drivers that have made a qualifying run.
Another driver in those 50s.
Yeah. There's always somewhere, isn't there, Michael? And whether, depending on the racetrack, but there's always a glob of trucks within a tenth of a second.
Is glob an official racing term in qualifying?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that. On board with Daniel Dye. Rookie driver from Florida. Excuse me, Michael.
Our in-race reporter. We always ride through crashes with Daniel, and he gets all the way through them. Great cameraman he is, and gaining on it as a driver.
Pretty good bowler too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a great bowler. He throws it with both hands.
He forgets to use the thumb hole, doesn't he?
He's ambidextrous.
Yeah,
when it comes to bowling.
Good pickup. 4th quickest for Daniel Dye.
That's cool.
It's like Jason Belmonte, you know, that we watch on Fox all the time, and a lot of those bowlers now just use the finger holes. They don't use the thumb hole.
Hey, he's waving at us. Somebody must have told him he was on TV.
Kyle Troop's another one of those guys.
Here's Haley Deegan in the 13.
You guys do watch bowling on Fox?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
That looks like a great exit to the corner.
Pretty straight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Michael changed the subject real quick on that, didn't he?
Yeah. The 13 truck is on the track. Adam Alexander is Haley Deegan as she turns down into turn 3.
I was waiting for you to throw it to break or something over there. As Deegan comes around, completes a lap, we send it to Jamie.
At the end of practice yesterday, Carson Hocevar was at the top of the timesheets. First time in your career that's happened, but now as you're watching the leaderboard and qualifying, they're 3 tenths below where you were. How difficult is it to find that kind of time here?
Normally not very difficult when you put Q-tape on and give us sticker tires. It's really easy for us to go faster, but this place is so easy to overstep and adjust, and it's so technical. It changes by the second, it seems like. So it's going to be tough. We're all going to be on pins and needles, even on sticker tires. Normally this is our easiest part of the day, and I think this is just going to be just as hard as what we're going to feel like with 50 laps.
Thank you. Josh?
Well, Stuart Friesen, 2 straight top 5s after you guys make those changes throughout the team going into Kansas. What can you say about where the 52 team is right now?
Just proud of my guys, proud of the whole Halmar Ferris team here. It's been a really good, 2 weeks, and then lost one of our teammates in an accident last weekend after Darlington, John Gurley. So thinking about the whole Gurley family and definitely racing in his honor from here on out. And that being said, we'll just do the best we can for him. It's an honor to be here at North Wilkesboro. It's really, really cool. Place that I never in a million years thought I'd be turning laps. So we're proud to be here. We're proud to represent, like I said, the Gurley family, Ferris, Halmar, all our great partners, and let's see what we can do.
Thanks, Stuart. Guys.
And we pass along our condolences to the Gurley family as well. Haley Deegan jumped from 10th to 4th on her second lap. Lap 1 for Caden Honeycutt, 5th, coming off a top 10 run at Darlington. First time he had driven one of the Chevrolets for Young's Motorsports, and boy, has he done a nice job.
Yeah, he has. Awesome to see Caden get this opportunity and have the kind of speed he's shown. Great pickup by Haley, you mentioned too, Adam.
Well, I thought this racetrack would be right in Haley's wheelhouse. Obviously, ran a lot in the West Coast. Ran one at Las Vegas Bull Ring, which was a racetrack probably similar to this as far as grip level. So looking for a good day for Haley.
I like that you put the asterisk on that saying grip level, because there really is nothing like North Wilkesboro, huh? Colby Howard in the 9.
Or lack of grip level.
Yeah,
maybe
there you go.
Say it that way.
I like that line there. Ducked it right down to the bottom.
Using that whole racetrack too, isn't he?
It's funny, it looks like they're almost straight and they're not. Good lap.
It's lap 1 too. If he can pick up a little bit, 6th quickest. Pick up like a lot of drivers have on lap number 2.
That's been the trend recently, and he's doing it.
Dips into the green as he enters turn 3. Gets right down there on that little grip strip.
Can he get the gas down?
It's going to be a good lap. Maybe he did it. He did it.
By 1,000th of a second.
How many inches is 1,000?
I'm not going to do the math on that one.
That's awesome.
Great job. Is the racetrack getting faster?
It has to be.
Mike, you think?
You think the heat of the tires are heating up that new asphalt? Maybe
so.
Getting stickier.
North Wilkesboro back in business. Happy to be here for a wonderful race weekend. Halfway through the qualifying session at North Wilkesboro for the Craftsman Truck Series. Race number 10 comes your way later today. We're on Fox. Race day gets us going. 1 o'clock Eastern time. And as we begin the second half of this qualifying session, first truck out, the 98 of Ty Majeski.
Good lap 1, 20.319. Got a shot at the pole here. What a great short track racer this guy is. Raced over here Wednesday night. Got a little bit of experience. He said it was invaluable. He's in the green, guys.
New leader at North Wilkesboro, the 98 to the top, 2019.
I think I circled him in as my favorite before we ever came to
I think last week you circled him in.
Yes, sir.
And he needs a good run. Now, they're in a great position when you look at the playoffs leaderboard, well above the cut line. But he hasn't won since he did in the playoffs last year. And the last couple of weeks have not been where they want him to be finish-wise. Plenty of speed, just not getting the results. And as we said, you would anticipate he'll be a major player later today as we check in on the 25 of Matt DiBenedetto.
Said he was really happy with this truck. Adam talked to him yesterday, and really good long run speed. Wasn't sure what he had for qualifying, but felt really good about the race setup.
Going to be a pretty solid first lap.
A little bit high in 1 and 2, I think. But
I thought he was too.
Yeah, I think Majeski was the same way, and then just adjusted slightly and was able to really pick up.
First lap, top 10. He's tracking right there again on lap number 2. Jamie.
Well, for Tanner Gray, the last 3 races, he's been in the top 5 twice. But we'll call yesterday, Tanner, a day for lots of improvements. 38th on the time sheets. What is it about this racetrack that makes it such a challenge to unload fast?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know it's going to be tough coming here. It's a really worn-out place. It's technical. Both ends are quite a bit different. And then, obviously, with the patchwork they did, it kind of was just something that we had to figure out fast, and we didn't do that. So definitely, like you said, a lot of improvement for us today, or a lot of room for improvement for us today. We made a lot of changes last night trying to get this thing tightened up. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see here in qualifying. I don't really know what to expect. Just going to try to put a couple good laps together and hopefully be inside the top 15. I think from where we were at yesterday, that'd be a big step for us. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But proud of everybody from Tricon. They've been working really hard to get me a fast Toyota Tundra, and yeah, just go see what we can do.
See how it pays out. Josh?
Well, Corey Heim is one of the guys that's had maybe the most amount of time out there on the track. He did the tire test. He did a late model race this week, and, of course, all the truck stuff. So how has it changed since you first did that test, and what have you learned?
Yeah, I feel like the organization has done such a great job at just kind of bringing this space back to life. It's really cool to be here. So our short track program at Tricon Garage this year has been really solid, and, of course, winning Martinsville and, you know, beginning to get better on a weekly basis on the intermediates as well. So it's really cool to see the weekly progression that we built up to this point, and I'm looking forward to this weekend.
That's a good luck, Corey.
He was very fast. Everybody in the garage area was talking about the speed of the 11 truck on the long run. So I can only have one favorite, right?
You get one.
Okay, I'll take him too then.
Okay, good.
The list is growing. This is the Tricon segment. We had Dean Thompson on track, qualified 12th. We heard from Corey Heim, and here comes the 17 of Taylor Gray. Also heard from Tanner, so we're knocking out all the Toyotas here.
Yeah, and obviously 18 years old, and since we've been 27 years since we have been here, he's one of the 22 drivers that was entered in this race that weren't born the last time we raced at North Wilkesboro.
And he scuffed up his right front there, Adam, coming down the front straightaway. Just trying to get that angle down into turn one. See, the Goodyear letters are rubbed off that right front tire. How about our cameramen? And
right
women?
on it. Right on it.
We got a great team here at Fox, man. You point something out, they're going to hop on it.
And we salute them because they're here doing this show with us. They'll be with us for the truck race later today and those heat races for the All-Star race tonight. It's long days and nights for everyone as we go back and check what Michael was talking about. Taylor Gray with a kiss right there at the line.
I don't think we could have put a piece of paper in between there because he definitely, you can see, as you mentioned, the letters are gone from the tire.
He's 14th.
I don't think that's the lap he was hoping for, but it's going to all change when we throw the green flag. We'll talk about strategy when you get those tires. Who's got the best long run truck? It's going to be a great afternoon of racing on Fox.
This is a youngster that's been really impressive and had a really great run going last week at Darlington. Spent a lot of time in the top 5. As a matter of fact, his average running position for the race was 7th. And a late incident really took him out of a good finish, and he's had several good finishes this year.
Fun to watch. Fun to watch these kids come here and have the speed that they. Ooh, was that another kiss, Adam?
I think that's what we would call it. Jake Garcia is 10th. 20:52 was his lap. And Phil, you were talking about it. And then a collection of good runs for this young driver. But last week, first start at Darlington, gets out of shape on him late.
A little bump from the back there and turned him around, and
he got loose coming off the turn and lost his momentum and got a little bit of a bump, and that was all she wrote. But he's been really good.
I would say the playing field is level for him this week because everybody's seeing North Wilkesboro for the first time. You look at the early portion of the season for him, he's going to all these places for the first time. Everyone else has experience.
I mean, even if Matt Crafton has never been here before, and Matt's run every single race since the final race of the 2000 season. If Matt hasn't been here before, then none of these guys have.
It's almost like you're saying Matt's old. You're walking that line.
No, wouldn't say that at all.
Here's Tyler Ankrum. His teammate this weekend, Christopher Bell, is 5th. Ankrum 10th, lap 1.
Michael raced here a lot, though, Adam.
I did. First time in 1983. At the age of 4.
Whoa!
A little wiggle.
It's going to take a little momentum out of that lap.
Yeah. We could replay wiggles all day long. This is a big one. That was close, but he kept it off the wall.
Stayed in the throttle. 10th quickest.
Had a fast lap going until that happened.
I had a few drivers tell me that you gas it up on that new asphalt, feels really good. Then you get off of it, and it's like, whoa, hang on, right?
You go grip, no grip, grip, no grip.
And remember, you're running straight downhill. What is it, 15 feet of elevation change from 4 to 1? That also helps to unload those tires. Ross has got a good one.
See the ghost truck there. That's Majeski. Ross about a truck length behind right now. About a truck length and a half, it looked like. See what he can do on this second lap.
Eighth, lap 1. Pardon me, Phil.
In a good spot so far, Phil.
See how we can do down here on the new pavement. It actually has his left sides down on the concrete. Pretty darn good lap, though. Stays 8th.
20:34 for Ross Chastain.
Wobbling all over the place up off turn 4.
Our leader from ThorSport. Here comes Ty Majeski's teammate Ben Rhodes driving at 99.
Got to spend some time with Ben yesterday, Adam, walking this surface and talking about his season so far. Check that out on race day today. He's 26 years old and a veteran.
Yeah, it's what, 7th full-time season, 7th or 8th full-time season?
Felt so funny saying, what do you think about these teenagers when they come in? Ben?
He said, I'm not that old.
Yeah, that's right. He said, I don't know why we're going down this road.
But he's really mature, too.
Yeah.
He carries himself like a veteran driver, the way you should as a series champion.
Yeah, just thinking of some of the wins this guy's had. He's won at Daytona. He's won on the Bristol Dirt. He's a champion. I mean, he's done a lot in this series.
Very accomplished. Going to be a pretty good pickup on lap number 2 here. Lap number 1 wasn't what he was looking for. Jumps up to 12th on lap number 2.
Bit surprising there for Ben Rhodes.
It is.
Especially when you consider, you know, what his teammates are doing. You look at Majeski up there, as we talked about in the lead. Haley Deegan goes inside the top 10, is 6th. Here's another one of our Cup regulars racing in the Craftsman Truck Series this weekend. 2nd straight week for Bubba Wallace, driving a 1 for Tricon. He's been rolling lately. Not only did he have the top 10 last week driving the truck race Friday night at Darlington, back-to-back top 5s in the Cup car have him above the cut line and in a position to make the playoffs.
That coming to the green 3 and 4 was not where he wanted to be. So that's going to hurt this lap tremendously.
Looks a lot better here. A little bit of a slide up off of 4, though.
All the way back in 23rd. See if he can pull it together. That was all a result of what he did coming to the green. He got down into 3 and 4 too far. A little too deep. The truck slid up and cost him all his momentum.
Yeah, if you miss that dark part of the racetrack with your left side tires, you're not going to have a good lap.
That's a heck of a recovery, though, from 23rd to 9th for Bubba Wallace. Makes you wonder, if the first lap had gone a little better, what would he have been capable of? Ty Majeski leads the way in qualifying, out in front of Howard, Holmes, Larson, and Bell. Stay with us on FS1. Getting down to the end of the line when it comes to qualifying for the Craftsman Truck Series later on today on Fox. It's the Tyson 250. 3-time Truck Series champion Matt Crafton rolling out in the 88, trying to match what his teammate did, Ty Majeski, who currently leads the way.
Yeah, big smile on his face all weekend up here.
Certainly.
Loves this racetrack. That's what he said in his interview just a few moments ago.
This has Matt Crafton written all over it, doesn't it?
Sure does. Downhill into turn 1. Now he's going to make the turn. He's going to be uphill all the way to turn 3. Really can be aggressive getting in turn 3 because you're uphill.
We've seen some people overshoot turn 3 because of that. They know they're going uphill. They want to just keep the hammer down all the way there. Crafton goes 14th on lap 1. See if he can pick it up. It's like a nice exit there of 2.
Keep that thing down low. Keep those left sides down on that dark pavement.
No, that's not going to work. I picked up a little bit.
It's amazing to me how close the actual truck is with the ghost truck, and then you look at the tracker and see where he qualifies. It puts into perspective how tight the field is, because you felt like Crafton was right there, ends up 13.
Yeah.
How about this camera view? Let's take a ride.
It's going to be a rough ride, Michael.
We're going to bounce around and see what Rajah sees.
What a great finish Rajah had at Darlington, 6th, his career best.
Listen to this gas. He missed turn 4 on the exit, and so that means this lap isn't going to be what he wants. He just didn't get down there where he wanted to be.
Just stay down there. Get down there in 3 and 4. Make a good 3 and 4 this corner,
and then come to that green flag. Excuse me, that white flag.
Exactly, to start that second lap.
That's way better.
See, almost straight up off the corner, and you can still spin the tires. Yeah, a lot better lap going here.
Isn't it fun to? Fun to be on board like this, listening to that throttle.
Drags the racetrack just a little bit.
Lap 1, 17th. A whole lot going on lap 2, so he stays in that 17th position.
And that was really not getting to the green flag very well.
Yeah.
I think he has some speed in that truck, but this is an awfully hard place to qualify. I always thought that back when we used to come here.
He certainly had a lot of speed last week at Darlington, didn't he? Fun to see him get that kind of run after a couple rough weeks. This guy's fast everywhere we go.
Student of the game, Nick Sanchez. You talk to anybody in the garage driving for Rev Racing, they will tell you he is buttoned up, always watching tape, always around doing whatever he can to improve his craft. Impressive as a rookie. Nearly won Texas.
And they have to do that now. They don't get near as much practice time as we used to back in the day. I mean, they won't run as much practice during the course of a year as we would have in 3 or 4 races back in the day.
And they have way more tools than we had. You know, like you talked about, the data, the throttle traces. They can compare themselves to other competitors, and that just helps the learning curve.
20th on lap 1 for Sanchez. Lap 2 jumps him to 15th. 20:49.
Couple throwback T-shirts there. Skull Bandit.
Harry Gant.
Not far from here in Taylorsville, North Carolina.
You seen old Harry in a while, Phil?
It's been a couple years, but I saw a picture. Andy Petrie went and visited Harry, and Andy posted that picture on social media. So Harry was still looking good. Still looked like he could race if he wanted to.
Grant Enfinger driving the 23 for GMS.
That noise you hear, that little blubber at the end of the straightaway, that's them hitting the rev limiter.
And that's what you want to hear as a driver. That means you maximized your exit and got that momentum down into turn 1.
Enfinger won a few weeks ago at Kansas, locking himself into the playoffs. Won a playoff race last year on the short track in Indianapolis at IRP.
Good lap going here. Check it out. In the green.
Short track guru.
3 wins the last 11 races on short tracks in the series. I'm not sure he's going to beat Majeski, but it's going to be a good lap.
From 10th to 4th for Enfinger.
That's our 4th truck that has run a 2027.
We talk about a 10th of a second being close. We're talking about within 100th of a second.
Yeah, look at the pylon. 2nd to 5th decided by 7/1000ths of a second.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
This was the fastest cat in town yesterday, Carson Hocevar.
If he qualifies up somewhere top 5, top 10, look out, because he was so good on the long run.
Yeah, ran a couple of the races Wednesday. So as much experience here lately as anybody has.
I'm going to make him one of my favorites.
Is he number 3 favorite for you?
We went from how many do I get to now I'm going to make him one of mine.
one of your squad?
Put him on my team.
Like you're coaching a basketball team, you're starting 5. Hocevar goes to 2nd, 20:26, and he's still getting after it.
Great exit off of turn 2. About a half a truck length ahead right now of Majeski's time.
Got his first career win at Texas. So impressive last weekend with a comeback at Darlington, getting the top 5.
Nice work,
20,
buddy. Nice work.
15.
Hell of a job.
New leader, Carson Hocevar.
Ah, darn.
Yeah.
Says Tom Majeski. What about the balance of aggression and then trying to feed the gas down? That's an art. And Carson Hocevar mastered that art for that lap.
4 to go. Here's Stuart Friesen. coming off his best run of 2023. Really good last Friday night at Darlington.
We're joking down in the garage area. Ooh, big lockup on the left front, getting in turn one. Joking that some of the dirt tracks that Stewart runs would have more grip than this racetrack will. Obviously, that's a throwaway lap. See what he can do here. Get off the corner straight.
That was a nice exit.
Make sure he doesn't lock that left front up again. Looks a lot better here on lap number 2.
Still going to be
off on exit there a little bit.
Quite a bit off the pace.
Really good the last couple of weeks, but they're going to have their work cut out for them to continue the top 5 streak today. Rough first lap, not much better on lap 2. Stewart Friesen 29th of 35, 3 remain.
Check out this replay when he gets into turn 1 a little bit too deep, going down the hill, and locks up that left front. Man, as a race car driver, I talked about aggression and the balance. That's just overstepping the line just a bit.
I said 3 remain. I misspoke. We got 4 trucks still to go. Heim, Tanner Gray, Christian Eckes, William Byron. Here is the 11, one on the short track in Martinsville, Virginia, a couple of months ago.
What a great run of finishes Corey's had. He had that 34th place finish at Atlanta. Everything else top 15 or better.
What about that tracker, Phil?
It's looking pretty darn good.
How about that?
07.
Almost got down in the 19s, did Corey Heim.
And he called it a day.
When you're that good, why not, huh?
No doubt in my mind, Scott Zipadelli said that's good enough. That's a good enough lap. Just bring it in. We'll save that lap on these tires. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. These tires only have so many laps on them, and that's one less.
3 to go now. Tanner Gray, and we apologize for the language you heard there. Lots of emotion when you do something positive here at North Wilkesboro.
There's Tanner talking about what a struggle it was in practice yesterday, but made a bunch of changes to this Tricon Garage Toyota.
I like the way it came off turn 4. A little bit high here for my liking. Wasn't able to clip that white line off too. Just cost you time. So much grip down low, right there.
Yeah.
He's having such a good season. Comes in above the cut line. Owns a playoff position as of now and trying to survive the day. As he said in the interview earlier, it's been a struggle so far at North Wilkesboro.
Runner-up finish at Daytona to start the year.
Yeah, third last week.
Yeah. He's going to have to do this one from towards the back of the field. Whoa.
From 31st on lap 1 to 29th on lap 2.
Congratulations. Carson said, I put it on a lap I didn't think anybody could beat, and you did it. So you deserve a fist bump on that one.
There are the top 2. Will they stay on the front row? Some pretty big ones to dodge here. The first coming out, Christian Eckes, won last week at Darlington, won earlier this season at Atlanta. Plenty of speed in the 19.
Former Snowball Derby winner back when he was 16 years old. With a racetrack that's probably similar to this as far as grip level, would you say?
When I think of, I ran Pensacola last year, and when I think of this track, it reminds me of Pensacola as well. Greenville Pickens is another track they talk about, the kind of grip level this place has.
12th on lap 1 for Eckes.
Didn't they just pave Greenville Pickens? Or getting ready to now?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they did or not.
Eckes stays 12th. 2034 for him. Last truck, William Byron. 2017 Xfinity Series champion. So good 2016 here in the Craftsman Truck Series, driving for Kyle Busch then, driving for Kyle Busch now. And if he could win today, it would be 100 wins all time for KBM. It could be a true historic weekend for that organization, doing it at a place like North Wilkesboro.
That was a great exit coming to the green flag.
little bit high there in the middle of 1 and 2.
Missed that turn.
Yeah. William ran here Wednesday night as well. Had a great run. Top 3 finish.
Right down on the concrete there through 3 and 4.
Yeah, this lap's going to be better here.
Lap 1/16 for William Byron.
You heard him pedal the throttle just a little bit in the center of the corner, and when he did, you saw Corey Heim's ghost truck pull out a little bit. Still going to be a better lap here for William. Ooh, good exit there.
Tremendous comeback on lap 2 for William Byron. Puts him on row 2. He qualifies 4th. 20:25 is the time. Your front row, Corey Heim and Carson Hocevar. For Heim, it's career pole number 4. Qualifying is complete for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series at North Wilkesboro. Corey Heim has become a qualifying machine back-to-back weeks. He starts on the pole, got it done last Friday at Darlington, does it again today at North Wilkesboro. It's his first career pole on a short track, 4th overall, and he's on the front row with Carson Hocevar. Let's hear from the fastest man in Wilkes County, Josh.
Yeah, back-to-back poles for Corey Heim. Now, how does this set you up to try and go for the win later today?
Yeah, poles are cool, but wins are cooler. So, we were fortunate enough to start on the pole last week as well. Couldn't finish the job. So today we want to go out and do that. So super proud of my TriCon Safe Flight team. I feel like we've been making a lot of progress this year, as we mentioned earlier. So just hats off to everyone at Toyota Racing for all their hard work to put in this Tundra Security Pro, and we're ready to go.
Thanks, Corey.
When you go to a short track,
went out to start on the pole last week as well. Couldn't finish the job. So today we want to go out and do that. So super proud of my TriCon Safe Flight team. I feel like we've been making a lot of progress this year, as we mentioned earlier. So just hats off to everyone at Toyota Racing for all their hard work to put in this Tundra Security Pro, and we're ready to go.
Thanks, Corey.
when you go to a short track, you want to be up front. He's got the #1 pit stall because he won the pole last week. A lot going the way of the 11.
Saturday, it's baseball night in America on Fox. Two iconic NL teams go head-to-head as Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman lead the Dodgers against Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, and the Cardinals, or Julio Rodriguez and the Mariners take on Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Braves. It's baseball night in America tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Tomorrow on FS1, we've got $1 million on the line as NASCAR makes its Cup return to North Wilkesboro. It's the All-Star race. The Open happens at 5, and then we're going for $1 million. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, FS1 in the Fox Sports app.
It sounds like a lot when you say $1 million.
I remember a driver that got into the Open and then won the All-Star race and picked up some cool cash. Michael?
That was 1996, wasn't it?
We had to get it in today because we didn't yesterday. Here's the starting lineup for later this afternoon.
It's going to be a great race, man. I cannot wait to watch these guys go at it. We talk about how close that wall getting in turn 1 is during qualifying. How are they going to squeeze 2 trucks down there?
Or 3.
Yeah, or whatever it takes is what it's going to happen this afternoon.
See,
great drivers all through the field.
Oh, yeah. Exis and Bubba back in row number 7.
I mean, Stuart Freese in row 17. I mean, and Zane Smith in the back. Yeah. A winner could come from anywhere this afternoon, Adam.
Johnny Sauter back in row number 15. Great short track racer.
Johnny
was champion here.
Top 10 in practice. A good portion of yesterday. Ended up 11th. Starts, as you said, on row 15. These are the drivers failed to make the field. Norm Benning, Josh Reum, and surprisingly, Parker Kligerman doesn't get into the show driving that 75. Don't forget, coming up tonight, it's big on FS1. We've got those heat races for the All-Star race tomorrow. We can't wait for that as we lead up to a big, big moment on the NASCAR calendar. Tomorrow, All-Star night going for that $1 million. The heat race is tonight at 7 on FS1. And our coverage of round 10 in the Craftsman Truck Series, the Tyson 250 on Fox. Race day at 1. We're racing at 1:30. Thanks for watching. Congratulations to Corey Heim. We'll see you on Fox at 1. Have a great day, everybody.